Well, hey guys, we're in Verona, Mississippi today, and we're going to visit the grave of and pay our respects to Miss Anna Scott Walker. And who in the world is Anna Scott Walker? Why, she's the sister of General Winfield Scott, and for 20 years or so, he was the United States Army General. I think this is sort of a neat story for several different reasons. First, it gives you a little peek at what life was like for people around here in the winter of 1864, kind of late in the war. And it also is a great example of about how families were split during the Civil War. Some family members fought on the side of the United States, and some family members, of course, fought for the Confederacy. To get the real impact of the story, first you got to know who Winfield Scott was. Winfield Scott was probably the premier American military figure in the first half of the 19th century. He started his military career in 1808 and he served until, well, the Civil War. He was a brigadier general during the War of 1812. He captured Fort George, he defeated the British at Upholds Creek, and commanded the American forces at Chippewa and Lundy's Lane. He conducted operations against Native Americans during the Seminole Wars, and in 1841 he was named General-in-Chief of the United States Army. He served as General-in-Chief until 1861. He lost his bid for the presidency of the United States in 1852, but remained loyal to the Union at the outbreak of the Civil War. It was his Anaconda Plan that, successive Union commanders followed throughout the Civil War. He retired because of his age in November of 1861 as a lieutenant general in the United States Army. So it's easy to see that he was a big deal. Well, his sister, Miss Anna Scott Walker, lived here in Verona, Mississippi. She was the widow of a War of 1812 veteran, Major Theodoric Walker. Hey, let's try that again. Theodoric Walker. She had great strength and vitality well into her old age. During 1862, her sister's grandson was camped nearby with the Confederate Army, and he decided to pay her a visit. He found her spinning cotton at 87 years of age and weaving cloth to make clothes for the Confederate soldiers. Well, by 1864, Union cavalry soldiers pretty much went where they wanted to go and, did what they wanted to do in these parts of Mississippi. Bedford Forrest had his base of operations here in Verona during that time period. The United States Cavalry was raiding south along the Mobile and Ohio Railroad, and on Christmas of 1864, they captured Forrest's supply depot here in Verona. The United States troops began to make preparations to burn the town. One Union officer found himself in the home of Miss Walker, who he thought was just an elderly old lady from Verona. He was looking through her home when he saw a picture of Major General Winfield Scott on the mantel of her fireplace. He asked the old lady, "What in the world are you doing with a picture of our beloved general?" She, of course, told him that she was Anna Scott Walker, the sister of Major General Winfield Scott, and due to her relationship with their former commanding general, the Union soldiers spared her home and most of the town. Anna Scott Walker died in 1872, right here in Verona. Kind of makes me wonder if the former commanding general ever talked to his sister again. He, of course, is buried in West Point Cemetery in New York. Well, I hope you've learned a little something today, or at least enjoyed the story of about how Anna Scott Walker saved the town of Verona from being torched by the United States Army. Thank you.